mighty push.
What's going on, man? Welcome, man. This is Bruh Talk Live. I'm your host, Almighty, bruh. Yeah, I'm Shine, man. And of course, you already know, man, it's another stream, and I hope everybody's day is going good, wherever, however, whatever you got going on. I hope it is going good, you feel me? But yeah, man, we got some reactions, that's what we do. We'll react to some couple of things, man. Some viral things I seen, some dating topics, the regular shit. You know what I'm saying? So you vibing, you chilling with me. So you know what I'm saying? Spark your bleezies. You know what I'm saying? Crack open your burrs. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself all you need. You know what I'm saying? Let's get right into this stream. You feel me? Okay. All right. Look.
It's time to speak up. I have been involved in the criminal justice system since 1997. I've been a prosecutor and I've been a defense attorney. And if anyone out there thinks that our criminal justice system is blind to the race of the person in front of it, it's because you've had zero experience with the criminal justice system. I can tell you from personal experience that if my client that I'm representing is black or brown, I have to work twice as hard to make sure that their rights are protected. And even then, with all of the efforts, they generally get harsher sentences than a white client who is charged with the exact same thing. So all of you that are out there saying, well, there's more black arrests because they commit more of the crimes, shame on you. But thanks for at least letting your racism be on full display so we know who we're dealing with. Go out there and love your neighbor, especially today, your black and brown neighbors, because I promise you, they need it.
Shout out to her. For real, for real. Shout out. You dig? But for all those individuals, all them peoples, all them men's them, women's them, people that don't believe that it is real, that it is really going down like that, I got something for you. Watch yourself. You hear me? I said what? Watch yourself. Because you clearly don't understand that in this life, bruh, shit really be going down, man. This is the land of empathy, man. If you cannot put yourself in someone else's shoe, you should not be. But I can't say you should not be because clearly you already are. You exist. But nah, you got to be empathetic, man. Some people, like, there is prejudice. There is racism. There is discrimination. This is a thing. Oh, girl right here look like a Karen, but clearly she's not. You know what I'm saying? Look at her. She look like what you expect a Karen to look like, but she is not. You feel me? Shout out to her. Well, it is real though. Real talk. Please believe it. If you do not believe it, if no one told you that shit, please believe it. That it really be happening out here, bro. It like people ain't really they ain't pulling your legs, bro. Real talk. Like what they telling you is 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not lying to you. They're not trying to finesse you, telling you that all that prejudice, discrimination, racism, so on and so forth. It really is a thing, bro. It really is. And if you look if you really just even look, just in general, forget even like specific, let's not even talk of racism. Just look at discrimination. If you don't believe racism is possible or it still exists, look at discrimination. Because if you don't know, racism is just discrimination specified to, people's skin tone and cultures, right? But discrimination, it's damn near a natural human thing, right? Rich, poor, you know what I'm saying? It goes beyond even with like within families. You know what I'm saying? smart, dumb, pretty, ugly, right? There's this separation in just it's just being human. People just always kind of want to separate themselves and talk down to the next. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Another one, those that go through hardship as opposed to those that haven't or that didn't or that You know what I'm saying? It's there's always something. There's just it's always something. You feel me? So honestly speaking, bruh, don't even worry about it. You know what I mean? This is life. Well, believe in the fact that it does exist. There is discrimination. It really is a thing. It's not a fairy tale. It's not excuses that people give. You know what I'm saying? It really is a thing that really does happen. You know what I'm saying? To just know and believe that. You know what I mean? And with that knowledge, treat people better. You know what I'm saying? When someone comes and tells you some shit, don't just think they're trying to fib you, lie to you just because they didn't have you didn't have the same experience as they did. You know what I'm saying? Take a chance. Possibly believe him and see how that. Sometimes you might even need to, you might need to follow somebody, or shadow somebody or be around somebody for you to know or see what they go through. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just, but that's life though. So it really is a thing though. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to my melanated people around the world, man. We be going through it, bro. Goddamn. Because that shit, this color thing, it really happens within cultures too. I hope you know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? For us, black folks, we go through, our own version. I found out I have a friend that's I got a few friends, actually a good number of them, Armenians. Within Armenian culture, they also have, people that they consider black. If you look at them, they look white just like us, but like they just have a darker hue to them. You know what I'm saying? We already know within Hispanic culture or Latino culture, there's the darker Latinos and the lighter ones. We've heard of those. The discrimination within there. So it's like, it's a thing. It's a human thing, bruh. Like, but it's just even with, as I said, within even family, you can see it within, and it depends. Of course, it depends on what family, and that's the same thing with humans. It just depends on the person. Real shit. It really just depends on the person. Sometimes you would think, this person will be like this, but they end up not being that way. It sounds crazy, but it's real. Sipping my coffee real quick. But yeah, man. Let's get on to the next thing, man. Look at this one. All right. So it says 26-year-old. Oh, y'all can't see this. Hold on. I gotta move this thing. Gotta move this a little bit out of the way. You know what I mean? So y'all can see what I'm looking at. All right. Cool. All right. It says 26-year-old woman was arrested for robbing a man at gunpoint after he failed to pay the agreed upon $400 after they slept together. He told her he had only $50. She said, "Bro, I'm not going." Yo, old girl said, "I'm not going, bro. Like, bro, man, you gonna give me the money out, man? What, bro? This is, yo, this is crazy. Yo, no, real shit. You don't think this is crazy though? Bro, this is wild, bro. Yo, at gunpoint, dog. First of all, okay, let's start. That's a couple of one. I mean, you can read the story right here. I mean, I guess let's read the story together and shit. 26-year-old Waco woman, Jasmine Hoya, has been arrested aggravated robbery after allegedly holding a man at gunpoint when he failed to pay her the $400 he agreed upon for a meeting arranged through a social media app. According to an arrest affidavit, the two met on the Hoya's apartment, but when she learned that he only had $50, she pulled out a pistol and told him, "Let's go get the rest of the money." God damn, she out here, she out here thugging it out. Goodness me, damn. Holly then drove the man to several locations around Waco in an attempt to withdraw cash, but his debit card had insufficient funds. God damn. They first they first stopped at liquor and food mart and then another store, but both attempts failed. Eventually, the victim returned to his neighborhood, went inside his home and gathered $350 out of fear for his safety. Damn! Holly reportedly threatened him by pointing the gun at his hand and warning she now knew where he lived. Damn, demanding an additional $500 to spare his family. God damn, girl, what the fuck? Oh my God. The man called the police after return, bro. She fucked up. See, she got greedy, bro. Finally got your shit. I mean, you know what I mean? So some people will understand all the other stuff, but you finally got your shit. And then, you know what I mean? That's what you call a fail, girl. What the hell? You could have had, like, you were good. You know, you got your bread finally. You got what you were owed. But then your ass want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to go further and try to, you know what I mean? And now your ass, see, a whole time he didn't mention nothing but police and all that good stuff. But once you start threatening the family, it's like, oh, girl, you think he probably like, oh, so you think you want to be gangster now? Okay, well, hey, snitching is allowed now in this culture. So shit, I'm about to tell. But nah, that's crazy though, bro. Like, see, my whole thing is, bro, about pain. Like, I get it though. There's sometimes, you know, you feel so, you know what I mean? But paying for puss, bro, it's never a reason to pay for puss, bro. Because just think about it. Once you pay once, you got to keep paying, bro. That's just how that shit goes. It's like that with them that, you know, everything. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I mean, mostly the things that you like. Once you do it one time, you got to keep doing it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, or you going to keep doing it. And if that's something that you don't want to keep doing, you might as well not, you know what I'm saying, step into that realm at all. Because, bro, look at this shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. This shit right here crazy, bro. This shit right here crazy, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, man. And the girl was not. All right, bro. Can you imagine though, bro? Like, bro, you know, you getting your, you know what I mean? It seemed like they had agreed upon it before the time, but just imagine like they didn't agree upon it, bro. Like, you know, you getting your, and the old girl afterwards is like, hey, where my money at? You like, yo, you like. Your money? Wait, what money? I owe you some money? Real shit though, bro. I'm just being real. Like this, you know what I mean? Like, bro, life really be like that though. But damn, this crazy. This is crazy though. I'm just looking at like, and it's like, I don't. Why even hold? Oh, I mean, this is holding. Why hold though? Why even hold though, bro? Like, I get it. Life be tough. There's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, but I don't know, bro. I don't know. And don't get me wrong. I understand. As I said, life be tough. I'm going through it myself, but certain things, you know, they say get it by any means. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, that whole idea of getting by any means, you don't really want it. You don't really want it. A lot of people have done a lot of things that they regret or things that they would, you know, so that they would never want to do to make this money type shit. You know what I'm saying? They make the money and they feel disgusted, or then it changes them who they are or who they, you know what I mean? And that's a good thing. More of a, you know, person that either doesn't care so much or someone that just doesn't have any values, only sees money as the everything. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the thing about getting it by any means. Don't get it by any means. Get it by the means that you believe it. Beyond that, you know, getting by any means, I get it, but it got to be within the realm of, you know, what you believe in, because any means is really any means. You know, so you think about them, the Diddy stuff and all that, you know, I mean, a lot of things we've heard about, you know, people trying to make it, like, here, me, I remember my experience in this Hollywood thing, because, you know, I'm an actor, filmmaker, all that good stuff, you know. a lot of people have sold themselves on some shit. You know what I mean? I've never, that's one thing. That's the reason why I even, stopped even trying to get into Hollywood, because I'm not willing to sell myself, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it is, for to get to that level, betray my values and shit like that. But a lot of people have to do that. Sometimes circumstances push you to that level. Who knows what made a girl get to that level? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real. As they say, life be lifing, but you still gotta always try to stand for, keep your values, keep what you believe in. Because if not, bro, like, life will do it to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you just let life will do it to you, bro. Like, anyway, all right. Millennials are the most educated yet the least financially stable and the worst paid generation in history, according to research. Oh, goddamn. Goddamn. I mean, shit. Got a point. They do got a point. They got a point. Crazy, huh? All the education and all that good stuff, and yet the world is going crazy. I don't know, bro. Like, it's just, life is life into us right now. And a lot of us can't get jobs. A lot of us can't, you know what I'm saying? Life really is life for you know what I'm saying? Like, shit is crazy right now, bro. Real talk. No bullshit. Like, real talk. It is, life is really life for a lot of us right now. For a lot of us, bro. Life is giving us the 012. But it's like, the question now is like, why? Why is that the case, though? You know what I mean? Could it just be because see, one of the things that I've always said, when the previous generation blamed the current generation, or, the younger generation, whatever it is, I always look at it like, bro, if you all had fixed this problem, we would not be going through it, right? Because, you know what I'm saying, the previous generation, the current generation learns from the previous and adds a little spice to it. You see what I'm saying? It's possible, yes, that, that generation, the current generation could have just done something different. But 9 times out of 10, nah, it's usually like, it just, every generation just adds a little bit, modifies what the previous one has done. You know what I mean? Some create new things, but majority of the time, you know what I mean? So it's like, why? What happened that we got so educated, but yet so not so financially stable? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. Even I think there was one report I seen or something, or research I seen where it said like dating or sex or something like that is low as well. It's like all time low. Like, a lot of this, you know what I mean? Like, you like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, like what? Like, bruh, are we doomed? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what's going to happen to the generation after us? You know what I'm saying? If we having to go through all this, then what? You feel me? But hey, man, it's cool. You know what I mean? We're just gonna do what we can, and hopefully things get better. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
Mm-hmm. Just saying, though, bro. Feel me? But all right, let's keep it going. Look at this. Right move. Woman goes viral for choosing 20 days in jail over 2 years of probation. I mean, duh. You feel me? I get it why, like, it's like, okay, it's jail, like, damn, anything could happen. You can get stabbed, all that good stuff, whatever could happen. Well, bruh, 20 days as opposed to 2 years? Oh, man, just thug it out for the 20 days, dog. I'm one of them people that's like, I've always been one of those people that, I'd rather go through like hardship for a short period of time, like extreme hardship for a short period of time, and then, enjoy the rest, than spread out the hardship to, lessen the hardship over a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get it over with. You know what I mean? I'm one of those get it over with type of guys. Like, if I got homework right now, like, you know what I'm saying, I'd rather just do that shit right now. Like, I'm not trying to do it later because I don't want to worry about that shit later. I don't want to have it at the back of my mind. I don't like to owe people nothing. I don't like to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like all that kind of shit. I don't like to borrow because I don't like to owe. You know what I'm saying? But if I do borrow, I'm going to pay it back one way because I don't like to owe. Feel me? So like, same shit with this. You know what I mean? 2 years, it seems light. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not jail. It's just 2 years of probation. But shit. And 2 years of probation, she probably going to have to do like 1.5. You know what I'm saying? Like supervise 1.5 or maybe 1 year supervise. But regardless, I mean, she can't get in no trouble for 2 years. If not, she then going to do a good length of jail time. Shit, take 20 years. 20 days is cool. Fuck it. What's 20 days? It's less, it's for sure less than a month. 20 days is what, 3 weeks? Right? Just under 3 weeks. You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, fuck it. Take 3 weeks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go in there. Keep your head down. You know what I mean? And knock it out. But I don't know what other people want to do. What other people would do. Me? Shit. That would be my shit, bro. I'm just being real. I'm just saying. That would be my shit. But I don't know what y'all thinking, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think. You know what I mean? Every opinion is welcome. You feel me? Every opinion is welcome. We taking all opinions. Thank you very much. You dig? Well, all opinions are welcome, bro. You know what I mean? Hold on real quick. Trying to get people to join the stream. By the way, subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Tap in if you ain't tapped in. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Almighty, man. You know what I mean? Right here on Bro Talk Land of Empathy, dog. You feel me? You gotta always stay tapped in. I'm trying to set up something real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Well, not 2 seconds. I'm not even gonna lie. If I said 2 seconds, I was lying. That was definitely lying. Not 2 seconds. Give me some time. Give me some time. Give me some time. Give me some time. All right. Y'all gotta reply messages, man. Okay. Yeah, that's that for that. All right, let's get to some dating topics, man. Let's get some dating topics. I guess we're gonna start from the bottom up. Let's go like this. So it says DDG says dating a woman is supposed to be costly and believes you should. Let me take that again. DDG says dating a woman is supposed to be costly and believes you shouldn't date if you can't afford it. What?
I don't think no girl should feel bad for not wanting to be with a that ain't getting no money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just didn't want to make someone feel weird.
No, it's like I don't know why people try to make that bad. If your pockets up, you should be with a girl anyway. Like
no facts.
Like, you ain't getting no money.
Yeah,
like being with girls and being around girls supposed to be expensive. It's like, as a man, you're supposed to be able to pay for that. I wouldn't feel comfortable letting a girl pay for all my personally.
I think I don't know. They just
I don't think no girl should feel bad for not wanting to be with a that ain't getting no money.
Yeah.
All right. So from what this nigga just said, bro, what about the guys that are poor? See, this is the problem with niggas that speak all this shit, right? And shout out to DDG doing this shit, but that mindset, it only comes from people that have money. Do you see a person that doesn't have money saying shit like that? Do you know why they don't say shit like that? Because it's not realistic now, is it? Beyond it's not realistic. It doesn't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to ask you this. What are the odds that a woman that stuck with you when you didn't have money will leave you when you have money, as opposed to the odds that a woman that met you when you had money will leave you when you don't have money, when you lost the money? You know what I'm saying? A woman that met you when you didn't have money and then you get money, will she leave you or will she stick with you? As opposed to a woman that met you when you had money and you lost the money. Because don't forget, money is not like, and I understand that these rich folks, you know, they forget. Some of them were born with money, but some of them worked hard and grinded and got to that point. And that's what I be saying. Sometimes that hurt and pain from having to work and believe in yourself to get there all on your own, you know what I'm saying, makes people so bitter, and so where they then feel like that money is everything. They, you know, they lose their values or they mind onto how they got to that point. You know what I'm saying? They had to become something where, you know, money is everything to them. Money is it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Money first before values. You know what I'm saying? Because what the fuck is he talking about? Like, money should never be at all a factor in love or in dating or in trying to find a relationship, like at all, because it's not even a thing you can guarantee that you can keep. Like it doesn't even make sense why you would you know, and you know, as I said, if okay, let's assume only men that have money could, you know, date. So then all the women in the world should only date men with money. Then all the men that don't have money should just die off. Okay, then what happens when their genetics or their seeds or their genetics don't pass on, and only the rich people's genetics pass on? Then how? See what I'm saying? There's always got to be balance. There's got to be rich. There's got to be the poor. There's got to be male. There's got to be female. You know what I'm saying? If everybody was male, everybody was female, that it wouldn't make no sense. And if we only gave respect to the men and not the women, clearly that's how life was before, and now it's, you know, balanced out or whatever it is. It will be off balance. Respect got to be given to both sides, irrespective of, or, you know, or regardless of, you know what I'm saying, what gender or what, you know, what side of life you on, rich, poor, all that. So love is the same thing. Same, like these values, respect, love, sadness, like these emotions are things that you're supposed to feel regardless of what, you know, what gender, what, you know, regardless of what situation you are, regardless of whatever you are, you're supposed to feel those emotions, all the emotions in the world. So you should not supposed to feel love. You shouldn't feel love because you don't have the money to feel love. Is that what brother's saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, because you can't afford love. A woman should not be in a man because he can. But I think any woman at all, this is a fact, period, point blank. Not just a woman, even men. Anybody that wants to be with you for your material, for what you possess, rather than who you are, as in your personality, they want to be. No matter, this is my honest belief. Once that factor of what you possess comes into the equation for them to decide if they want to fuck with you or not, they're not real. Oh, should I say that connection is not real? That's my belief. Because those things that you possess, you could lose. You don't own it. None of us own anything in this life, bruh. Like I think that's what I'm saying. People that get rich, they seem to forget that it's one of the richest men or billionaires said it's luck. A lot of people grind in this world, but a lot of people working harder than this nigga. Like I can show him a lot of people, thousands, millions, but he was fortunate. The stars, his destiny is just that he got that. There are a lot of people that work really physical work, even smart work. A lot of people work really hard, but in this life, everybody that's smart can't be rich. That's another thing that people seem to forget. Like this life is not that. It's not like that. Everybody that's smart can't be rich. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's strong, you know what I'm saying, can't. I don't know. Everybody that's strong can't do something. You get what I'm trying to say though. Like just because you're this way, or well, everybody that's strong is in the bodybuilder. Let me put it that way. Everybody that's strong is in lifting weights. Some people never even know they're strong because they're never put in that situation. Like life is it's not like that, bro. Like that's why this whole thing of people talking about like, you know, once a woman mentions anything about money to me, instantly is a turnoff. And mind you, they can have their preference. That's cool. But once you mention anything money to me, bro, like, man, if you can't take care of me, if you can't none of that stuff, it's like, bro, the man should not be taking care of you anyway if you can't take care of yourself. This is not back in that day. That like, and all those people that still keep thinking, yeah, there's traditional stuff, and that's cool. If you're traditional, deal with your traditional, you know, stick to that. But be traditional. Don't be trying to hybridize this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because that hybridized shit that's a modern shit. You know what I mean? You trying to be modern, be modern. If you're trying to be traditional. Don't try to hybridize. Because what's we see these days is a lot of women especially try to hybridize this shit. They want to work, and yet, you know, they want to work, which is making money, and they still want men to take care of you. So what, you know, how much money, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, how much money do you need? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't use your own money that you are using to take care of yourself before I met you to keep taking care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I use my money to take care of myself, and then occasionally we use our money to take care of ourselves. You know what I mean? So it's like, the thing is just, if you're traditional, stick to traditional. If you want to be, you know what I'm saying, modern, be modern. Don't try to mix both. That shit don't make no sense. And some men still be falling for that shit, and then they get hurt when the relationship don't work, right? And they're like, man, she used me for my money. No, she didn't use you for her money. Your dumb ass just, you just, like, you know what I'm saying? You want to be traditional and modern at the same time. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. There's only so much resources in the world, bro. You want to keep giving that shit out just to give it? That's your business. That's cool. Just don't cry about it later. That's my whole thing. If you're going to do something, just don't cry about it later. So this is your idea. Personally, I think is bullshit.
I just didn't want to make someone feel weird.
No, it's like, I don't know why people try to make that bad. If your pockets up, you should be with a girl anyway. Like,
No facts.
You
Like,
ain't getting no
can't
money.
take her on a date,
like being with girls and being around girls supposed to be expensive. It's like, as a man, you're supposed to be able to pay for that. I wouldn't feel comfortable letting a girl pay for all my personally.
I think I don't know. They just
I
never
don't think
seem to
no
do it.
girl should feel bad for not wanting to be with a that ain't getting no money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just didn't want to make someone feel weird.
No, it's like, I don't know why people try to make that bad.
See, I'm not to throw no shots at bro, but let's use him for example. He was with a woman that made money. How did that turn out? If that's such the key, right? If that's such the basic, right? You know, it makes, you know, you were with a lady that made money. You had a kid. You thought it was gonna be great. This is what I be talking about, that whole shit, right? You think it was gonna be great. It was gonna be, but then you had, you know, whatever, and the shit didn't work out. And if you tell him he's going, if I said this to him, he's gonna be like, man, there were other factors. Yes, nigga, there's always gonna be other factors. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why you can say this is because both of y'all had money. Y'all could do, bro, what about people that don't have money? So they should, you know what I'm saying? That's what I keep saying. Like, the logic, and I don't know if he's doing this, if he's trolling, you know, he's doing this shit just to trend, because that logic is so stupid. It's so dumb. Like, it's just so dumb. I don't know if it's because the nigga, because realistically, like, this nigga doesn't know how spoiled he is. What I mean by spoiled, he might have gone through hardship, you know what I'm saying? Like, gone through hardship in his life, real shit, grown up tough and all that. But still, compared to other people in a third world country, this nigga still wasn't suffering. No matter what he was going through here, if he had gone through that shit in a third world country, you'd have seen the, you know what I'm saying? So, like, some people forget, like, there's always better, like, there's always worse and there's always better. You know what I'm saying? So what he's saying to me is just coming from a sense, a position of pride, like a very much non-empathetic position. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't date if you don't have money. Women shouldn't date, you know, a man shouldn't date a woman if he doesn't have money. What the fuck? What kind of shit is that? Should just be talking, bro. All right, look at this. More men are now dating more for peace than beauty in 2025. Shout out for sure. Shout out because we need that. No. We definitely need that because, bruh, we need peace. Like, see, this is the thing. It's basically what's happening is a bell curve. If every woman can go modify their bodies now and to look good or whatever appealing to a man, okay, cool. Then what's the point, right? In the sense of like, if everybody can look good, attractive, now the one thing that quote unquote I guess was making you stand out was the attractiveness. It's not a factor no more. We can find that everywhere. Okay, now niggas gonna have to start looking inward, right? Looking at that personality, because I've been saying it all from the get go. Forget the looks, look at personality. But now that every woman can modify themselves to look them there, you know what I mean? Something decent for men in general, where whether they're trying to get a rich man or whatever it is, just men around. Now it's gonna be a thing where every woman looks good now. Okay, personality wise, right? Because she might not be a 8 or a 9. She might be a 7 or a 6 or 4. You know what I mean? And as some people say, I could modify her, so I could pay for her to get to that level or whatever, if need be, whatever. She's enough. But, you know what I mean? She makes me feel good. That's the most, I take that over the other shit. I take that over, you know what I mean? And that's how it should be. It generally should be, in the sense of like, personality is everything. You know what I mean? Sexual attraction will come and it will pass. That's a fact. That's why I always say you should date someone that you friends with. Or you can, let me not say you friends with, that you can see yourself just being friends with. Right? You're attracted to him, but you can see yourself in the long term being just like really being friends. Like, this is someone I can be friends with. If the person you about to date or, you trying to whatever is not that, I don't think it's going to work. Why do I say that? Because sexual attraction is going to fade after a while. It's like with anything. Anything you buy that you're excited about, oh man, even if you waited 5 years for it, eventually, bro, you lose interest. Like, you lose that, even if when you buy it, you like, you use it a couple of times, you're still, first week, second week, third week, 1 month, maybe even a year. But after a while, it just becomes one of that regular stuff that's there. So if it's useful to you, yes, you're going to use it all the time. But if it's not, and you just bought it because of the hype, it's just going to be one of them things that's going to be there, and then you're going to go buy something else. This is just general human behavior, right? We're talking about. So same thing when it comes to dating. If you choose somebody that you genuinely enjoy their company, not you trying to impress them trying to impress you, I got to take them out on a date to do all this. Nah, because you don't take your friends out on dates. Y'all might go kick it and eat somewhere and chill, right? But you're not taking your friends out on dates. That's the thing. People go into dating thinking it's so different from like friendships. And that's the main fucking problem. I've had this discussion with so many of my friends and all that good stuff, bro. Like, I'd be like, bro. And they'd be like, nah, man. I'm like, bro, no. Your partner should be someone that because, bro, that attraction will fade at some point. Or something could happen to make it fade. An accident could happen. Illness could happen. Whatever could happen to make it fade. But that love is built from that connection. That you know what I'm saying? It's not about the attraction, it's about the connection, because you can be attracted to a lot of things, but the connection you have to that person is what, separates that person from everybody else. Right? And that's my thing. And that's why I was like, bro, they'd be like, nah, bro, you got, your wife got to be, they want their wife to be pressy or this and that, they want, what I mean? But you want a pressy wife, but you fucking around with hood joints. You know what I'm saying? Or you like your women hoodish, you know what I'm saying? But you just because everybody likes pressy stuff, that now that's what you see yourself, you always trying to hang around pressy joints, or that's the girls you fucking with, because that's what, looks more, debonair or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? That's more Hollywood. So you going to be hanging around that, but you don't really like all that shit. You like more hood joints. You like the freak joints, the scripper looking joints, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? But you fucking with, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to last. Personality-wise, these are two different personalities, looks and personalities, you know what I'm saying? But clearly you like more someone laid back, you know what I'm saying? Hood joint, you know what I'm saying? Laid back, cook you, you know what I'm saying, whatever. prissy John might not do that. Most likely, 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna do all that because they too bouge. You know what I'm saying? They too bouge. You feel me? So just be. You know what I mean, just choose somebody that you know that you can see as a friend, bruh. Like long term, because the attraction will fade. It's part of being human, bro. That attraction would always fade, bro. It is just what it is, bro. Like ain't shit we can do about that. But yeah, now shout out to men, you know, learning all this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because it's too important, bro. It's too important. Peace is more important, bro. You know what I'm saying? Peace is more important, bro. Real shit. That's why I keep saying, when you dating, don't be trying to impress the person, bro. You don't be trying to impress your friends, bro. That's the thing. Like, do you try to impress your friends? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, your friends are people that you naturally meet. Maybe you went somewhere, you got something, you know, you just start a conversation with a nigga, you met the person, and y'all just start kicking it and talk, oh, yeah. And then y'all hang out, y'all, you know, before you know it, y'all niggas kicking in and shit. You know what I mean? Y'all might go, you know what I'm saying, somewhere, and y'all want to get some food somewhere while y'all kicking. Yo, hey, we got food, boom. Each person pays for their shit, or however it is. Sometimes a nigga will pay for both niggas' food just based on one person maybe has it more than the other, and they don't think about it. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And boom, boom. It's not a big deal. No one thinks of paying back, and no one thinks of this person is greater than the next. It's just okay. I got it. This is the homie. You know. But when it comes to dating, you want to, you know, you got to be like this, and we got to, and then, you know, of course, if you hang with the homie, y'all, unless y'all going somewhere, y'all dress for the occasion, and y'all kicking it talk. In general, y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all not trying to outdress each other or just dress up to impress or whatever. You just yourself, however you are when, oh, hey, slide through, bro, kick it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, cool. Nigga put on flip-flops, dip out. You know, dates should be shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to kick it with you. What you on? Girl, man, slide through. Hey, you ain't trying to dress up, you know, cut your hair, do all that, or girls, you know, do all that. Nah, be your natural self, because 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying, you're not going to be going out all the time when you dating somebody, you know, or if you married to somebody. You're going to be at home kicking it, or going to work, come back from work, you know what I'm saying, relaxing at home and all that good stuff. You're not going to be, you know, dazzled up, dressed up, all that good stuff. You're going to look regular. If dating is a premarital thing, or, you know what I'm saying, a relationship is a premarital thing, what you know, trying to act fake for? Be yourself, because you want a partner that loves you for you. You know what I mean? That's ultimately what I be saying, bro. So, hey. Okay. Look at this one. By 2030, around 45% of women aged 25 to 44 are expected to be single and child-free, according to new studies. Holy mo. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? I think this is good. You know what I mean? I think this is a good thing. Right? I think this is a good thing. You know what I mean? The single part, no, maybe not. Maybe, you know, but it could also be a bad thing. Actually, it might be a bad thing. It might be a bad thing, man, because then what I'm trying to say is repopulation. Although they say, you know, we overpopulating the planet, I guess, or whatever the fuck it is, right? I don't know if that's true, but I heard that. But this is the thing, though. I've always felt like when this whole, you know, and I think it's gonna level out. It's gonna level out. When all this whole independent thing, which is very much okay, it's fine. When it came up, I knew it could go to the extreme, right? And that's the problem. It's the extremism of it that, you know, that messed it up. Same thing with when men were in charge, and we went to the extreme. You know, wherever a man go, you know, an area where a man goes to the extreme with it, or that masculine shit goes to the extreme. You know, where women are evil, women are this. You gotta that. That's where the problem is. But a man want to be dominant, take care of a woman, protect her, all that good stuff. 9 times out of 10, it's already, or 8 times out of 10, whatever. It's usually not a problem. But when the man wants to be the, you know, the god of the situation, then it's a problem. Extremism is usually the problem. You know what I'm saying? But as I said, when I, the extreme, being that extreme with it, of course, reproduction is going to be a problem because now if women want to be on their own, men, you know what I'm saying, are tired of chasing. Because eventually men are going to get tired of chasing. Now, don't forget, men are prideful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there might be a lot of men that pride before was identifying with women, having a lot of women. But that's when women were submissive, right? So you subjugating, in a sense, right, this much women. Just think about it like a lion and his pride. You having this much women, you know what I'm saying, fucking with this much women, having this much female friends, when that was a thing, because, women were, you subjugating women, right? Now, where it's it's different, you know what I'm saying? Women are not, you're not subjugating women. 9 times out of 10, if you have all those women, they're the ones they're subjugating you. They bleeding your pockets. They causing you headaches, dominating your life, you know what I'm saying? Controlling you, asking where you been, all the other stuff. You know what I mean? They making more money than you, so you just feeding, you basically done became their hoe, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's reversed now. You know what I mean? So now men are splitting on their own. They don't realize, like, bro, we're not going to keep chasing. It's not beneficial for us. They go their own way. Women go their own way because, now, of course, repopulation is going to be an issue. You know what I'm saying? And AI don't came through, so maybe we're going to get some AI styles, in vitro fertilization or whatever it is. They might start creating these robots because I seen something about robots that be carrying babies and shit. So maybe they might start doing that. But you get what I'm saying, though? Like, you know what I mean? You feel me? So it's like, bro, these are real. I don't say real concerns or real worries, but these are real factors, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I think it's a good thing in the sense as well that me, I just never like this whole baby mom, baby daddy situation. That's just my thing, So the child free part is what, as I said, the same. You can see, empathy, right? But life is about perspective, right? You know what I mean? So you can see different ways. You know what I'm saying? You can see it as I said, no baby mom, baby daddy situation. So no, stressed families. But that means because there's not going to be no families. You feel me? So as I said, it's definitely more along the lines of sad. You know what I mean? Definitely more along the lines of sad. You know what I mean? But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe Yeah. Yo, let me know what y'all think though.
Bruh.
All right, let's go to the next one. All right. Marriages between uneducated people last longer than educated people. Why? Ooh, I got an answer for this. But let's see. Someone says they don't spend 12 hours on social media comparing their lives with others. Survival and building a home is their main focus. Cooking. See, with me, it's basically, I can expand on a girl's point because that's basically kind of sort of what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, realistically, that's kind of sort of what it is. You know what I mean? Excessive information. You know what I'm saying? Too much information, too much stimulus. You know what I'm saying? Too much, Think about it this way. Uneducated means you don't know that much. You only, as she said, focus-wise. If you don't know that much, or put it this way, you in a room. The room only has a desk, a chair, a bed. You know what I mean? Like, there's only so much for your mind to focus on. Like, that's all. Now, imagine you in a room with a desk, a chair, TV, game system, VR, what's it called? Recording studio, this and this, everything, all that in one room. Now there's a lot for your mind to focus on, a lot for your mind to do, or, you know what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? And that's basically the same thing, right? If you're uneducated, you don't really know that much. That's kind of, you know what I mean, the idea of education, knowledge, knowing more. So you focus on what you got, you know what I mean? The more you know, And that's the thing. She said social media is part of the knowledge part, right? You know about social media, using social media, doing all that, but that doesn't even mean even you can be uneducated and be on social media though. You know what I'm saying? So it's not. But they say ignorance is bliss. There's a reason why ignorance is bliss. The more you know, the more you're responsible for it. The more mistakes you can make. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, then you don't know when you're making a mistake. So it's not a mistake because you don't know. As they say, if it was all good, like there'll be no need for evil. Right? Sorry. If there was nothing, there would be no need for good and evil. For that to be good, there got to be evil. You know what I'm saying? For that to be white, they got to be black. You know what I'm saying? For that to be, you know what I'm saying? It's just opposite. So if it was just regular, there would not be a need for two different, opposing sides, as they say. So yeah, the education is the thing, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I just think it's stimulus. Too much stimulus can, can mess things up. That's why they say, like, that's really the original reason I think why that whole being a virgin thing before marriage was important, because you wouldn't know what better sex was like. You wouldn't know, what being, you know what I'm saying, with somebody else was like, you know what I mean? Type shit. So you don't know if you're getting it better or worse, sexually at least. You feel what I'm saying? By the time you get with them, if that's all you know, that's all you know. But if you've had multiple experiences and then, you meet this person and they might, but sexually, because sex is, very important, period, right? So if you meet this person and, and they meet all your requirements, well, sexually, this is how they are. And it's not something you can change because, when you, having stuff like that, you're supposed to be your natural self. It's not something you got to, like, that's the thing I keep telling people. It's not something you should, like, I please you, you please me. Like, nah, be naturally who you are. If you're a pleaser, be a pleaser. If you're a receiver, if both of you are pleasers, cool. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing with that sexual energy shit. You got to know, you know what I mean? It's just, that's just the truth. Like, you can't be trying to be something you're not, because eventually one day you're going to be tired of faking it. That's just going to happen. Some people say, if you love the person, you're going to, no, that's bullshit. That just means you've been fake. If you know what being fake is different from being fake and being real is, being fake is that you never get tired of being who you are. The moment you're tired of being who you are, what I'm saying is like it's breaking you to be that. Then yeah, you're not you. You something else or someone else, right? So it's like nah, bro, fuck all that. That's my belief though. You know what I mean? But either way though, the education is the thing though, bro. You feel what I'm saying? The education, the overstimulation. Is why I think is why that would be the case. All right. See, look at this. Americans are having record low even less than during COVID. Studies calls it a recession. Damn. Let's read this. A new study shows that Americans are experiencing a record low level of intimacy, with researchers calling it a recession. Only 37% of adults report being active at least once a week, compared to 55% back in 1990. Young adults are the most affected amongst the ages of 18 to 29. That's crazy, because those are the ones that's supposed to be getting it on like crazy. About 24% said they had not been active at all in the past year, which is double the number reportedly just a decade ago. Experts say factors like lower marriage rates, more screen time, economic stress, and lingering effects of pandemic reasons why okay, whatever. But see, actually, hold on. Some also note that Gen Z is redefining intimacy, focusing more on inclusivity, autonomy, and different lifestyle choices instead of traditional expectations. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're changing thing, but that don't mean that's not. I don't think that's why. Because you would think these niggas they be having kids so early though. Like, they're not smashing. Maybe it's just what we see, what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not smashing like that. How the fuck they having a lot of kids? Like, this am I tripping? Or these niggas really be having a lot of kids, bro? Like, and early too, like no bullshit. So it's like, bro, if they're not smashing like that, but nah, in general though, like as they say, it's the past year, like look at the financial condition of things, bro. Like for sure, it's messing things up. Of course, what I'm saying, as times is changing, different ideologies are spreading, but just look at the financial climate of things, bro. It's crazy right now, bro. Like for real, like, like, bro. And I can say for myself for sure. Like I'm right there along this side where my ass I've not done nothing in damn near a year. You know what I'm saying? Damn near, like real shit. And that's just because, what I'm saying, as I said, your boy been going through it, you know what I mean, financially and all that good stuff. Looking for, all the grind, you know what I mean? Like trying to get this bread, trying to get, career, trying to get life going for themselves. Anybody got time for that shit when they're trying to, you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure that's adding to, like I reacted earlier with the whole decline and shit, you know what I'm saying? Or what it's talking about, separation and all that good shit I had shown earlier. You know what I mean? All that shit probably a factor that's adding to all this shit, man. Like, it's like, bro, come on, man. Like, life is really happening for us, bro. Like, life is really happening. But it's crazy that you think that, because this is what they say, 18 to 29, the ages that you think should be hit, getting the shit crazy. You feel me? They the ones that, you know what I mean? And that tells you a lot about the condition the world is in right now, man. Like, we just gotta make it through it. You know what I'm saying? I've thought about this shit. I'm like, damn, how the fuck we supposed to, you know what I mean? But we just supposed to make it through it, bro, because like, it's hitting everybody. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, some better than others, but it's hitting everybody, bro. Like, so if you going through it, understand, I get it. You know what I mean? But damn, the record low. Where are these kids popping up at, man? Why these people are having all these young kids, man? You feel me? Like, but nah, life is happening though, bruh. Real shit. Life is really happening. Life is really, really happening, bruh. Golly. Shit. Y'all believe this though? Y'all believe this, or y'all think this is some kind of conspiracy? You know what I mean? Because, I don't know. But, okay. Let's see. Is that it? Is that it? What's this?
Women don't fear losing a good man. They fear being asked to grow up. So they choose someone who lets them stay the same.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to hear all that. I'm not trying to hear all that shit. All right. I think that should be it. Is there anything else that is trending? Oh, this is old. Holy mo!
I did, y'all. I did it. I did it, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I told to all my fans, I did it. And they told me come
How's this
back
nigga
Monday
talking?
to get my temporary top and bottom. Bro.
How
The worst. Why I'm in the, why my face look like that?
It's swollen.
I did it.
What the fuck? How?
Really, nigga?
How? What? What in the...
Bruh.
Hell no. That's crazy. That nigga ain't got no teeth. How is he even...
I did it. Happy birthday to me. My what you say, sister? It's Sullivan. My goddamn sister be putting me fucking feet in this shit. What you gotta say, sis? What you gotta say?
You did it.
I love her. 100 shot behind her, man.
What the fuck? I don't want to see that shit no more. What in the fuck? Yo, that shit was nasty. Hell no. Hell the fuck. Now, but nah, I think that's it though for now at least. You know what I mean? And we just hit a solid hour, which is fine. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what we got for right now. If anything else comes up, we're gonna be live again later on. But don't forget, of course, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, wherever you're watching from, whatever platform you're watching from, whether it be Instagram, well, not Instagram, whether it be Twitch, YouTube, Kick, Rumble, you know what I'm saying, where you watching from, man, Facebook. Make sure you follow or subscribe. Give a thumbs up to the video, to the live stream. You know what I'm saying? And, of course, stay tuned for the next one. You know what I mean? I appreciate you because we going up all the way up. You know what I mean? Appreciate you. Peace and blessings. By the way, follow the social down here. You know what I mean? And, yeah, I'm going to see y'all next time, man. Peace.